I am Tiz.
I am Tiz.
I am Tiz.
And I am Tiz.
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 And I am Tiz.
My name is Evelyn Sedlack, and I am Tiz. My inspiration for becoming involved with Tiz was a growing awareness that I had through my church work and from an article by Carlton Spitzer in the Star Democrat about homelessness on the Eastern Shore, the land of pleasant living. And I was inspired to start investigating homelessness, and I started going to visit different shelters in other, here in Easton and also other counties. After I just had so much information and saw that there was, a need, particularly for families to have some kind of emergency shelter in the winter, I went to tackle the Talbot Association of Clergy and Laity and presented my information to them and a plea that they go back to their congregations and tell people what I would like to do with organizing an emergency shelter. And then I organized a meeting. People from the different congregations came in late June 2008. We went back to our religious congregations and presented the need to them, asking that they give us space so that we would be able to shelter homeless during the cold winter months of the year. And that's how we started out in January 2009 with 5 homeless people, a family of 4 and a single woman. We started out at that time moving the shelter every 2 weeks from one church to another. And we had, I guess there were about 6 churches involved at that time. We ended at the end of February. It was a pretty successful season. We felt that we had, met some emergency sheltering needs. And so we started to grow. More and more religious congregations became involved, so we went from 6 to about 18. So there was a lot of cooperation among in the religious community. Volunteers were solicited from the community at large, and there was a really good response. We had training sessions, and we overcame difficulties with planning and zoning, with the fire department, and other obstacles that came up, and so we started, and we've been going ever since. The very first family that we had, a young couple whose husband had some difficulty with employment, and their 2 very young children. They were quite resilient with these little kids walking all around the community during the day, playing in Thompson Park, going to the library, coming to the shelter at night. I remember them, I guess, because they were the very first ones, and that's what my emphasis was, to try to find a shelter place for families. But over the years, I know there was another gal with mental illness, and she had quite a struggle. And we worked with her for, I guess, 2 years, and as she moved off into some housing. And the last time I saw her was probably about 3 years ago, and it was, "Miss Evelyn, here I am, remember me?" And it was just so good to see her in such good health and to hear her story of how she had gotten back on her feet, and thanks to Tiz.